Hey guys, Gressing here. Playing more Dating My High School Bully. I'm busy today. I've got 5 things that need homework. I think I got math, physics, chemistry, French, and something, which I don't remember. That's not good. That I have to do. So, yeah, you know how there's been less than half the normal amount of videos? That's why. But we're gonna keep playing this game. I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna play this, and then upload it, and then do work, and then make a video to upload tomorrow, hopefully. I'm gonna try and get the videos back on schedule, because I know I've been slacking with that. But we'll have to see what happens. What is this? Fluff. Random fluff on me. Okay. Continue on. Okay, lady moved in next to us. We're gonna try and not be an asshole. No, please don't. Why do my taps have hearts? What's the matter, loser? What's the matter, loser? Why do my taps have hearts? You gonna cry again? You look like you're gonna cry again. Please stop. Those hearts are so distracting. Ah! So pathetic. Get that box of pins. We're gonna have some fun. That's literal, assault and battery. No! Not that! Bolt upright to find myself in my bedroom surrounded by darkness. I breathe heavily, my skin drenched with sweat as I try to calm myself down. Okay, have you tried a lawsuit? Maybe the police? Murder, there's assassins for hire, it's a thing. Man, it's been a long time since I had a nightmare like that. The realistic ones are always the worst. Did it really happen, or is this just a nightmare? If it's just a nightmare, you need to lower your expectations for nightmares. Also, I found out recently, apparently this stuff actually happens in American high schools. So I made an American friend, and I asked, specifically, does this thing happen? Because it doesn't happen here at Canadian schools. Turns out, yes, it does happen very much in America. And, oh my god. It was actually funny. A thing happened today. Or, it was Saturday. It was weird. There was a big party in the city. Or not in the city, somewhere outside of the city slightly. But there was a big party, and, it got way out of hand. Someone either did or almost got sexually assaulted. There were hundreds of drunk people from a social media post gone viral accidentally. All at a house, which had been sold, and apparently new people were supposed to be moving in the next day. And it caused, $145,000 in damages. Plus there had to be, presumably arrangements made for where these people are living. So in a house that did belong to one person, but was about to be sold to another person, there's $145,000 in damages. Something like the entire police force had to be called. It was something like 30 cop cars and a helicopter showed up. There were multiple damaged police cars. There was a video of some people jumping onto and smashing the windshield of a police car. Just jumping onto it and smashing it. So yeah, that happened this weekend. Halloween party out of control. That was 4 days ago now. But geez, it was the talk of the school today. I don't know why today specifically and not yesterday, but yesterday was Monday. It should have been yesterday, but I don't know. It was all over the news. News today as well. But geez, I've never heard of anything this severe happening. And there was a bunch of racist stuff, and the police got assaulted. It was happening it happened in a bad part of town. It happened in a town that was basically, how do I describe this? It's not a bad part of town like a bad part of town like Americans would think. It's a bad part of town it's full of Americans, basically. It's a rich, stuck-up, racist part of the town. Which, again, bad part of town being rich and mainly white is almost a weird thing to say. But, like I said, it's like Americans. That's where the Americans live. But yeah, so, I don't know what happened exactly, but apparently I had, a friend in school who told me about, she was telling the class, she knew the guy, or at least, semi-directly, not, friends, but, she knew him, right, acquaintances, who, threw it. He's done stuff like this in the past before, apparently. But, anyway. And then, apparently, bullying like this really does happen in American schools, which I did not see coming. We don't get parties like this going out of hand, which happens daily in America. We don't get that. We don't get bullying here. It's just normal life up here, which apparently for you guys is something different. Without meaning to, I find myself glancing out the window window at the house next door. I assume this is some sort of conversation of, like, America, Japan, as, like, most of these things are, right? Place Echi now calls home. Dude, don't stalk her. Shake my head in and attempt to clear my thoughts and lie back down. Just calm down, John. John, just stop being a moron. Go back to bed. Or, actually, depending how early it is, just wake up, because you're awake now. It's a good time. It's all in the past now. You're safe. John, you're lame. Close my eyes and try to get back to sleep, but my anxiety keeps me up, tossing and turning. I know I sound mean making fun of John like this, but if this were real, I want to make clear, if this were real life, this is not how I would treat John. I just think, like, the writing of John's character here is hilariously bad. And so I will continue to make fun of him until the writing actually gets good. Eventually after... Also, to be clear, I'm not, like, a stickler for movies. People will say movies suck, and I'll go, no, it's fine. I don't really have opinions on movies. I can tell, like, a great movie from a movie, and like, any bad movie I just consider a movie. There's very few movies I'd consider bad, aside from, like the horror ones where it's like, oh my god, the guy's... Jason's... Don't kill me, Jason! Oh, he's gone! Let me just sit in the puddle of mud! Let me just sit in the puddle of mud, and then get killed from behind because I didn't run. Stupid. There's very few movies I consider bad, like, a lot of the horror ones are. This is some genuinely bad writing. I've seen very few cases of bad writing. This is one of them. Eventually, after several long hours, I finally managed to drift off from sheer exhaustion. Several hours? What time is it for you? For my restless night, it's a struggle to get up when my alarm goes off. Consider faking sick and staying home, but I eventually discard the idea with a reluctant sigh. Well, yeah, you shouldn't, like, fake sick, because you need to go to school and learn your things. You need to be able to go to school every day to understand your material, and that's the only way you understand. If you understand it, that's the only way you know. You're right, you have to understand why things are, to be able to know it properly and do good in tests and stuff. I got a physics test coming up tomorrow, but I understand the material. I don't just remember the material, I understand the material. The range, like, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's how you can find time out of the quadratic equation. Then, of course, you have, like, your range equation, which is v squared sine 2 theta over g, where g is a gravitational constant, obviously. Like, and, of course, range equation can only be used if your launch point and your land point are at the same, like, height, right? But, yeah, it's... Anyway. I even consider faking sick and staying home. Yeah, you can't stay sick, you can't stay home. You gotta, like, go to school and learn your stuff. I won't be doing myself any favors by bailing on school. Knowing my luck, we'll end up having some really important tests today or something. Maybe we'll go early instead to see if I can avoid Nanami. Why do you want to avoid Nanami? Urban school, 30 minutes later. Earlier than usual. Looking forward to a quiet morning. For a moment, it seems like I'll get my wish. The hall is completely empty, aside from the occasional teacher. When I near the door to my classroom, though, I hear a noise coming from inside. This time, however, it's not the sound of voices. It's a scuffle. Curious to peek inside. Echi, stop. Okay, if there's physical violence, you gotta go in and break it up, okay? Oh, so this is massive boyfriend points, okay, if you got this? Like, we already know A is, like, seen through your disguise, but it's not completely dead if you don't fuck this up, bud. What's that, Vermin? Oh, yeah, you gotta... Talking back to me? Oh, you gotta not let her know she's there. You gotta catch her in the act of physical violence. You're gonna regret that. Winds back and strikes A in the face, causing her to cry out and stumble back. Yeah, now you step in. Oh, crap. Anxiety as my nightmare flashes through my mind. Dude, step... You fucking idiot! You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Reach the lockers, my legs suddenly lock, stopping me sharp. What am I doing? Such a damn coward. Can't leave her alone, not again. Grind my teeth and invite my own instincts with each step. I'm coming up. Thank God. You fucking moron. A shout opened, my hands burst into fists. Echi holding Aya by the collar, clearly about to strike her again when they both look at me. Yeah, you shouldn't, like, run in the first place. That was, like, very close to going poorly. What should I do? Between them, yeah. March forward without a word. Echi rolls her eyes, scoffing. What are you doing here, loser? Still silent, I take hold of her arm where it's gripping Aya's collar, tear it away. Wedging myself between the two, Echi is pushing me back. What the hell? Leave her alone, right? Alright? Echi's eyes narrow, she bares her teeth I mean, like a wildcat. She's not gonna do anything. But here's the hard part. How do you get proof? See, it is 2-on-1 ultimately. As long as Aya's on your side, because you'll have her support, and most likely, like, physical damage on Aya, you're probably in a position where you can beat her up, and even if you come out uninjured, which normally you'd want to have some injury as proof, even if you come out uninjured, Aya has proof, she's both there and there's, like, proof on her body, so you're probably fine. Trying to die today? Didn't make that happen easily. So hard trying to suppress my fear as I meet her gaze. All I want to do is stop you from hurting anyone. Just walk away, okay? She starts smashing her fist into the wall. Okay, well now she's hurt herself. So, that's not gonna help. It's also going to leave damage on her hands we can possibly use to say that she punched Aya, even if she didn't. Smashing, I assume it was pretty hard, so it's gonna leave physical damage on her hand. We'll be able to use this even if she didn't hit Aya like that, and we can use it to say it against her. So she's just helping us really here. And I flinch, brace for the worst, but then there's a sound of footsteps and a voice in the hallway. What was that? Fear flashed across Echi's face for a moment. There we go, there's our teacher. But whatever. How about 2 pieces of trash go find a dumpster together, huh? Show me a sign and steps out of the classroom. Holy crap. Okay, now you gotta tell the teacher about it. It's the scariest thing I've ever done in my life. Leave my body, my legs start shaking, I collapse against Aya's desk, breathing deeply. I think I almost wet myself. The time I was enough to stand back up, Aya's watching me carefully. What about the fucking teacher? Where'd he go? Did he follow her? Cheek is reddened but not bruised. Go away, Anna. Even so, she looked a little worse for wear. Thank you, John. I don't know if that was wise, but I appreciate it. Now there was 2 of us. What's the worst case happens? She attacks me, I start defending myself, you go around and grab her from the back. Do women have weak points? If it was a man, I'd say you go around and kick him in the balls, and then while his hands let go to go hug his balls, we pull a fist back and punch him. And then just as he's coming out of the recovery for the other one, you go in and you punch him again, presumably with the other hand, because your, like, body is swinging in one way. You take the other hand, you go in for again, hit him again, and then presumably knock him out. If he's still in his feet after that, make sure you line up one more hit, that way you can send him down the third hit. You want to get him down, that way you clearly have height advantage, it'll make him scared, it'll make him weaker, he won't have the adrenaline. You want to get him down, basically. Do we have weak points like that? I don't know, Aya seems like the kind of person who knows, like, where pressure points are. Ever, like, slice her in the neck or something. Go grab a knife, Aya. Very faint smile crosses Aya's lips. Yeah, so Echi is now confirmed physical bully, severe problems. This is not good. Yeah, it's not gonna work living across next door. This is gonna be bad now. I'd do both, honestly. Say thanks, but don't thank me. I'm a coward. When I first saw what she was doing, I ran away. Not just today, but the other day as well. I know, you do! Of course she fucking does, John. One of them at least had to see you, and Echi probably didn't see you, you'd already be screwed. I urge Kako, but I don't blame you. What matters is that you chose bravery now, so thank you. You're welcome. There's a moment's silence as the reality of our situation sinks in. Unfortunately, it's gonna take more than that to stop Echi. Hey, I think we need to tell teacher about what happened today. Echi shakes her head frantically. Please don't. What? Why not? Tried that before. All it does is make things worse for everyone. Yeah, if your teachers don't do crap, it's not gonna help. See, if this were Canada, you'd definitely tell a teacher, it's going to very quickly resolve itself. And it's likely gonna result in her no longer going to the school, likely expulsion. In America, nothing's gonna happen. Let's be honest. They, like, actively deal drugs in America schools, and nothing happens. Oh, what's this? Oh, little Timmy's got a go for you, Timmy. Oh, what's this? Is this the school? Oh, that's so nice. You and the school and the gun. So happy. No, we're not gonna do anything about it. What? We're American teachers. What are we gonna... Oh, God, I've been shot. Ugh. Yeah, it won't really help. Trust me. If I'm looking at you, certainly. Yeah, that's, Well, there's you, Aya, and Chicago. We gotta, like, assemble our group, right? Like, thinking like gang wars, right? Like, good guys versus bad guys, right? Okay, for sure. Very sure. I don't want to sound grateful, but you shouldn't try to protect me again, okay? No. I want you to become a target, too. Okay, well, but that's a good point. But as long as, like you said, if we don't split up, there's not really, like, a target. Bullying only works when it's, like, 3-on-1, or more than 3-on-1. It doesn't work as soon as it's anything on any more than 2. 4 or 5 on 2 can work, but even 5 on 3 isn't going to end well, because there's still going to be enough resistance. Like, first off, a gang of 7 is very unlikely. The worst bullying amounts are going to be against lower targets. To have 6, you would really have to have it at least or to have 3, you'd have to really have it against at least a 6 on 3. Otherwise, on average, there's less than 2 people per person, and both parties will sustain significant enough damage, it's not going to be worth it, and the bullies will likely stop. So there is John, obviously. John, if you can bulk up and, work on some muscles, like, get some, forearm muscle going. Because obviously, it's going to be, like, fighting. Nothing else is too important. Being able to take a hit's going to be important. Maybe reflexes. Mainly finding people. Obviously, there's Aya, but Aya's not going to be too helpful in a fight. You gotta get someone else to stand by you, right? You gotta be able to take on a physical fight, because it's likely going to be after a physical fight or 2, at which point it stops. So, realistically, a 5-on-3 fight of, people in, the 5 mean kids versus, even if the 3 stand up to them, there might still be a bit of violence, so you gotta be able to take that. That's difficult. And I'm not as experienced here as I am, the other stuff, because obviously here, this stuff doesn't happen in Canada. My knowledge comes from, American TV shows, which is already, over-dramatized. And it's hard to predict what stupid people will do. It's easy to predict what smart people will do. It is easy to predict what logical thinking people will do. It's super easy to predict what perfectly logical thinking people will do. It's impossible to predict. It's impossible to predict what stupid people will do. And that's the hard part. What should I do? I can't do that. It's 3 words. Just say I can't do that. Don't agree, but don't promise to protect her, you fucking creep. Maybe you're right. Well, we know Echi can come back twice as hard. Yeah, but she punched a wall, right? She can only punch so much stuff. Can't promise to never step in again. Thank you. I'm not about put a target on my back, but I don't want to see you get hurt again either. Don't worry about me, John. I've been through worse. You almost died. Why does she wear a choker? Is that just to get her used to being choked? Stand there for a moment longer, still catching her breath until Aya steps away. Anyway, I should go back to the bathroom to clean up. Thanks for stepping in, John. Bye. As Echi rushes away at the door, so much for a quiet morning, huh? Again, why are my taps hearts? A little while later, other students start to arrive and the school day begins in something. I'm on edge the whole time waiting for Echi to retaliate, but I make it first to break that instant. As soon as the bell rings, however, Echi approaches my desk with a scowl on her face. It's fairly normal for her, admittedly, but this time it's clearly directed at me. Uh-oh. Slamming her hand down my desk, Echi glares at my face only inches from mine. You. Come with me. I don't know if I want to do that. Now. What do you? I didn't say talk. I said move. Now hurry up. I wanted to push my duck. I decided to do as I'm told. I don't know about this. She's in me out of the classroom. I glance back and see Nanami and Chikako watching us sleep. She's down a hall with her eyes trained straight ahead, unblinking. As long as there's others around, you're probably fine. I guess she's confident that I won't try to make a break for it. Unfortunately, she's right. Running now will only make things worse later. So we head down the corridor where the other students gawk at us, muttering to each other. Look, Echi's found a new victim. Are you a boyfriend? No way. She's outside in silence, walking until she comes to a stop in a secluded area. Yeah, no, and as soon as it goes secluded, I'm not following you. Say, I'm not following you that way. She doesn't turn around immediately, deep in thought. Looking around, it suddenly hits me. Oh, crap. She can do whatever she wants out here. Nobody's gonna hear a thing. You fucking idiot! Why was that not the first goddamn thing you thought about? You moron! I'm such an idiot. Yeah! You think? I did it. You think? What should I do? Do nothing. We don't know what she's doing yet. Don't... Oh, my God. Don't do anything stupid, okay? This is a game of chess. It doesn't matter who goes first. Both white and black have defenses. You gotta know what she's doing. It's more important you know what she's doing than go first. Don't act tough. That's not gonna end well. Don't talk your way out. See what she wants. She didn't bring you out here for no reason. She didn't bring you out here to beat you up. she seems to be someone who's too smart to have just brung you out here to beat you up. That's a really, she would know you would have just left. That's too dumb an idea. And unfortunately, you were a moron, so maybe she's just relying on you being an idiot. Talking is going to end better. Maybe if I apologize, she'll go easy on me. Echi, listen. Turns around and slams her fist against the wall directly next to my head. She's trying to intimidate you, not necessarily beat you up. Hurt she gives no indication. Shut up. Like I said, you shouldn't have made the first move. Let her make the first move. For you staring cross-eyed, the fist planted mere inches from my face. I know how you got in today, John. I don't care. What's gotten into you today, John? I don't care. Well, you stopped being an idiot after I've done something. But don't think this morning means anything. You're still trash and there'll never be anything else, hear me? So what's the big idea, huh? What made you think you could stand up to me and get away with it? And for her of all people. Are you into her or something? Or do you have a death wish? I just want you to stop being an asshole, maybe. What are you gonna do with your life? Huh? The bully is not a profession, unfortunately. I'd say slut is, that's gonna get us beat up. Heart's beating so hard I can barely hear Echi, even though she's shouting at me point blank. I pull in a deep breath through gritted teeth to calm myself. What should I say? Don't say something stupid. Both of these options are stupid. Don't say it'll stop. That's the dumbest option. We're getting punched for that. It was for Aya is not a good thing to say, because you lock yourself into a point. Go with something like, just go with something about, general non-violence. Just don't beat people up. It's not that hard. I don't know what you want, but go do what you want rather than affecting other people. I don't care what you want. Just go do it without beating someone else up. I did it for Aya. Tired of the way you treat her. You've not done anything to deserve it. No, she's not. You've done everything for her, so she's also an idiot. Echi, she's not done anything to deserve it, but she's gotten beat up. You've given some guy the opportunity to stand up for her and win her affection by standing up for her. You've given her the opportunity to be able to win over a guy without doing anything. You're the reason. You've done something for her. You're an idiot. Trail off as Echi narrows her eyes. Is that it? You really do have a crush on her. It doesn't fucking matter, because my actual decision isn't relevant to that option. She steps back and lets out a vigorous laugh. You're pathetic, John. If so, who gives a shit? And yes, John is pathetic, I agree. Oh shit, what did I do? I didn't mean to click there. Seizing the front of my shirt with one hand, Echi tugs me slowly towards her, drawing back her other hand and saying, I hold my breath and there's a moment of utter silence before her open palm connects to my face. So she's slapping you and that's it. Why would you close your eyes? You've got both your hands, right? Meanwhile, one of hers is on your shirt and the other one's pulling up. Use one of your hands to block it and the other one to slap her back. Or shove her off of you. Ah. It's more of a slap than a punch. It's more hard enough to drive the air from my lungs. She slapped you in the face. That doesn't drive air from your lungs, you moron. Never try anything like that ever again. You hear me, vermin? Just tell me I'll make your life so miserable you'll be begging for an escape. This is my shirt. For a moment I can only blink at her up at her dazed. That's when we hear a voice from around the corner. Is everything alright over there? A teacher. I'm saved. Panic flashes across Echi's face. Okay, here's what you do. So now you got the opportunity to fake it. You gotta fake some sort of injury here. So, she's panicked, a teacher has just come, you have just been slapped. So fall over wincing in pain or something. Well, shit, which teacher is it? I'm still thinking Canadian. That's what you would do in Canada, because you're very quickly going to get a resolution, and again, a very at least suspension, very possible expulsion, especially if the other stuff comes out. Problem is, I'm thinking too nice. This is America. Crap. She suddenly grabs me again, so one hand roughly against my cheek while pulling me closer. She's gonna fake it out with this. And then, to my absolute shock, she leans in, lips puckered. Okay. You have the blackmail here now. She's really fucked this one up. The smart thing to do for her, actually, would have been to call you a swine and say never to try anything like that again. And then probably, most likely, you would assume, like, we tried sexual assault or something, right? Because we're in secluded. Presumably, normally the guy would be the more strong one. Her doing this is actually totally fucked it up. Because now you have blackmail on her. And the teacher's literally seen it. So you've got blackmail on her, and you've got someone who's got the proof of it. I don't know how useful the teacher will really be, but she's kissed you, right? She's going to say, like, never speak of this again. But, I mean, how exactly do we play this? It'll be embarrassing for her, at least, right? So we might not be able to use it against other people, but we can use it against herself. And plants a kiss on the back of her head. Out of the corner of my eye, a teacher steps into the view before stopping sharply. Come on, no PDA on school grounds. Break it up now quickly. She pulls away the sound of feigned surprise. Oh, feigned surprise. The teacher takes off, hastily looking embarrassed. And when he's gone, Echi drops the act to sneer. What an idiot. Works every time. Noticing my stock, she gives a cruel laugh. Look at how red your face is. Don't be embarrassed. You have to use it against her. Don't let her control the conversation here. You gotta be like, oh, so you really like me after all. No wonder you slap me instead of punch me. Something like that, right? Semi-playful, and also, like, making sure she's the one who's embarrassed here, not yourself. If you're embarrassed, she's going to use it against you, and now you've just lost your advantage completely. Didn't think I was actually gonna kiss you, did you? Well, that wasn't the point. We didn't expect you to. John, you idiot. No, stop stuttering, you moron! Burst into another fit of mocking laughter. Oh, did I make your heart skip a beat or something? The stupid gem things are dumb. This is where the possible relationship with Echi starts. We don't really want to be friends with the bully. We shouldn't say I was just surprised, though. We really should be saying, I just didn't think you were such a romantic. Being playful with it is A, going to diffuse the tension. Like, she's the disadvantage, right? So at the very least, we're going to end up in a semi-neutral position out of this, which is good. Or we are able to use it against her. It depends how she reacts, but at the very least, a semi-neutral position is better than the one we're currently in. If you say, no, I was just surprised, you're losing again. Clicks her tongue in disgust. Sure, virgin, whatever you say. Bet you got all excited, you pervert. Like any girl who would ever want to kiss someone like you. Well, you clearly did, seeing as you did. Even if it was only to get rid of the teacher, you did want to kiss me so you didn't get in trouble, didn't you? Use some logic against her. Not even that loser area. But then just thinking about that makes me want to puke. Hey, don't try and stand up. There's no point in standing up for her right now, because she's not here, okay? You're in the losing situation. Don't make things worse. That is going to make things more aggressive, and the only time you'd want to do that is if you want to incite the fight. Stand up for her in front of her, not when there's no one else around. You don't even know her. No one does. My unexpected moment of bravery gives Echi pause. Okay, that's good. You've made some progress. What did I miss? I don't know why you said that. Oh yeah? Why shouldn't I? Take a step towards me again. Smile growing teeth. So she's just gonna threaten you. She's not gonna punch you, because she's up in your face. As afraid as I am, I force myself to meet her eyes without flinching. We already know you're too repulsive for even that, maggot to take an interest. So why do you care so much about what happens to her? Swellhard, suddenly unsure how to answer. Just stop being a dick, lady. Why am I going to bat for this like this? Because you're a good person, presumably. See, if I were using this excuse and I were in America, I would use... So, like, there's a couple ways you could go. You could say, well, that's just how... Well, I'm Canadian. I have to be nice. You know, you gotta, like... I think a joke is the best way to resolve it here. I'm a Canadian. I legally have to be nice. That's a good way to resolve it. Even if you're only, like, if you, like, descend partially from Canada, you can use that. The good thing to use, actually. If you're Canadian at all, I'm Canadian. I legally have to be nice. Good thing to get you out of a lot of situations. Do I feel guilty? Do I like her? You're just, like, standing up against bullying. Like, we've been literally taught that. Like, is this also a thing that doesn't happen in America? We get, like, the mental health talks and the standing up against bullying talks. Literally, like, the mental health talks have been happening since, like, grade 6, and the bullying talks have been happening since, like, kindergarten. These aren't new things. Why do we stand up? Because I've been taught to for 12 years. 11 years. Something like that. Can't figure it out, but I know one thing for sure. I won't Echi bullying her anymore. Take a deep breath, more aware than ever that I'm about to sign my own death warrant. But I can't help it. Don't sign your death warrant. Wiggle around the evil salesman. Moron. Going to make this as clear as I can, Echi. Leave. That's the dumbest fucking thing you ever said. What do you mean, leave? Leave what? You're the one who's in this confrontation, John. You're the one who's gonna leave. You're gonna be the one walking away from this, unless you are on the ground and she's walking away. If she's leaving, you're gonna be punched on the ground. Okay? Don't say leave. Unless you're gonna say leave Aya alone. Aya. I'll do the neck slap thing. Okay, yeah, that's, Okay, John, surprisingly, I take that back. That is the smartest thing you've done. That is the smartest thing you've done, and I didn't think you were capable of that. But yeah, that's my bad. What was that expression on her face? When we said leave Aya alone, she was like genuinely in shock, right? That would be a good time to walk away. You gotta, like, you say it with emphasis, right? Leave Aya alone. And then you walk away. That's gonna stay with her, and it might actually work if you don't say anything else stupid and fuck it up somewhere along the way. Unfortunately, well, see, it's gonna intimidate Aya at the Echi at the least, which is very possibly... It might actually work, right? Then if you just stick by... She's intimidated by you, remember, right? Not Aya, so you gotta stick by Aya following that. Make it clear that it's not gonna work again. And then also make it quite clear you could win a fight if possible, and that might be enough to stop it. Echi is alone in this. She's not with a group. You don't need a group to stand up to them. Like, the only possible problem is if, like, what is it? What's the other... Nanami? If she works with Echi, you're possibly in problems. But Echi seems to want to be... Echi seems like she wants to be the bully without realizing how bad it is. She doesn't seem to want to do, like, the physical violence part. She just wants, like... She wants to be the cool kid, and she thinks the cool kid is the bully. So you just gotta show her what it's like, and what's really gonna happen, and that it's not worth it. If at some point, if this if this, ends in, like, a fight between you and Echi, that actually ends pretty well. If you win in a fight against Echi, I don't know how Chikako is involved in this, but that'll show Nanami it's not worth it. You'll possibly get A on your side. You beat up the bully, and you'll probably stop the bullying issues. Only problem is then, of course, like, if you're trying to be, like, to find the best solution, Echi's not really in a good situation either. But, well, we'll have to see. I still have more tickets of this, because I got a free one a while ago. I don't know how often you get free ones, but it's possible we will still be able to keep playing the game. We'll have to see. We got at least one more, so we'll see what happens. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you enjoy my content, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Let me know what you think about all these situations and my advice in the comments. I'm genuinely interested, because, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm saying half the time, but I think it'd work. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.